So this next hour or so really will determine where Bangladesh are with respect to this test match. Shanto is a very, very good leader. His innings has been a very impressive one. Now he's got to lead them out there as a batsman. Lovely drive. Once again, it's not a hard drive. He doesn't really believe in hitting the ball extremely hard. It's about placement and timing the ball. I believe Mashfiq calls him Mini. 120 for 2.
Once again, it's a partnership of Mominul and Shanto, taking Bangladesh to a position where they can command this test match against Pakistan. 120 for 2. Norman Ali to continue. 28 overs left after this over, Ramesh bhai. With 8 wickets in hand, they should now press the gas.
100%. Especially now that this partnership is absolutely rocking. 98-run partnership. They can improvise a little bit also. Look for a reverse sweep or something like that against Nouman Ali. Put Pakistan under more pressure.
Gotcha!
See, a captain comes out with a certain plan, and so good teams push that plan into plan B and plan C. So you got to skittle the plans right now. So if Nouman Ali is going to be the guy for Shan Masood, then you got to make sure that that plan is taken care of. Got to be the disruptors, and this partnership can exactly be that.
Beautiful, Papa.
From Pakistan's point of view, if you wear the hat of Shan Masood now, you're in the middle. Bangladesh leading by 149. They've got 8 wickets in hand. One more day to go after this. So what sort of mindset you have in the middle now to restrict the runs, the stem of flows of the runs, or you look for a wicket?
You still got to look for wickets. I think that's the only way out for Pakistan. You can't be defensive, because defensive would mean a different line of bowling, different line of attack, meaning no attack, in fact. So still got to think that you can pick wickets, and this is a good wicket to bowl on. Still is.
Well ball.
100 partnership comes up between Mominul and Shanto. And it came at a time when Bangladesh were 23 for 2 at one stage. Outstanding. Even in the first innings, these two senior campaigners making sure Bangladesh post over 400. Once again, they're in the middle doing the same thing.
150 for Pakistan to chase and counting, so it's going to be tough. There's a psychological barrier as well. Of late, they haven't played the fourth innings that cleverly, so that'll sort of be playing up in the mind.
Good ball.
123 for 2.
complementing each other. Mominul Haq and Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Catch, it was the call. Was there any sound there? Shahin Shah was pondering. But yeah, Nazmul Hossain Shanto is not going to hold back.
How close was this? Pretty close to the gloves. Surprised him with that length, Shahin Shah Afridi. Wicketless so far in this innings. But he's looked a lot better compared to his first innings performance. A lot more energy and good body language as well.
That's better. Watchfully left. And a smile in his face. He's some sort of player who loves to smile, who enjoys his time in the middle. Even when he's not scoring runs, he's the type of a person who's always positive. That's the best part of Nazmul Hossain Shanto.
I think he'll become a star, not only for Bangladesh, but international star. He's got the ingredients. It's not a bad start to his career. He'll play a lot of cricket, international test cricket, and lead them well. I think they've got the right leader in terms of thinking and execution. You want to have a player like that, you know, who can front up to the task. These are not easy conditions, and he adjusted so well to the variations in bounce. 100 in the first innings, reaching a 50 in the second. He's had a terrific run this year, I think. This year has been a profitable year for him.
And one thing I must mention, Rainsby, he has shown great mental toughness. At one point, he hasn't had the best of time with the bat for the Bangladesh team. And as you know, nowadays social media can be brutal against you. He has suffered all the criticisms, trolling, kept his head down, came back strong.
That's the way to go. As they say, let the bat do the talking. When you're playing, you got to zip up. It's a difficult thing to do, but you know, let your frustrations come through your batting. What about Pakistan then? I mean, Shan Masood has led them now in 14 test matches, 10 losses and 4 wins. And most wins have come at home. I think all the wins have probably come at home. So he's under the cosh once again. That's not a nice feeling, you know, once again pushed against the wall. And 1, 2, 3 for 2.
Waiting for the ball to come to him rather than rushing forward.
26 more overs to be bowled today. I don't know whether we'll get the entire or the full quota, but if they motor along at, say, 4 and over, 3.5 and 4 and over, there'll be 100 runs to 150 that they've already got. 250. Probably play another half an hour, 45 minutes tomorrow morning, last day, and then get Pakistan playing for 275, keep them interested. Don't close the doors entirely on them. Yeah, show them the carrot.
Much fuller on the pads, easy for Mominul.
Well, Pakistan moving forward, I think they need a tear-away fast bowler in the playing 11. It's as simple as that. Even though the fast bowlers have bowled their heart out, but it's just not good enough. You know, you've got to have a Naheed Rana up your sleeve to unleash that fury. Pakistan have been rather conservative in that fashion. Pakistan have been renowned for pushing in speedsters, one after the other. Make the point again. Ali Raza is still young, work in progress. He's 18 and a half or 19. Some say that he's too young and raw from a physical point of view to be considered for test match cricket, but he bowls at 150 clicks. I think you got to think out of the box, maybe take a risk, take a chance. In good weather conditions, for example, Pakistan have got 3 test matches in England. And it's not difficult really for a fast bowler to last the distance in English weather. Maybe, have him playing there. Because this is not working, for Shan Masood as a captain. 10 losses and 4 wins. He's got to think out of the box.
Mominul Haq will retain the strike. 126 for 2. A slightly tense dugout. However, Babar Azam looks relaxed. Hopefully he will feature in the next match. But where does he bat, Ramesh Bhai?
Sorry to break the news. I think rain will feature in the next test match. It's showing rain and more rain right throughout the test match.
At times, as a fast bowler, when you are not able to pick up a wicket or looking for the breakthroughs and not getting those, suddenly the frustration started to come out, especially when you are a fast bowler. Have a look at Abbas. That was a peach of a delivery. Some words been exchanged, mainly by Abbas, and then that's the last ball of the over. He finishes the over, and have a look at him. Eyeballing Mominul.
It's quite interesting because he's the Mohammad Abbas of batting, right? So he's not going to flinch at all. He knows his role. He's sturdy and he's committed to the cause like Abbas. Glad that the umpires didn't really come between the two, because you need a little bit of eyeballing, and this is part of character building. Because his demeanor is so placid, Mominul, and he plays so well that he can frustrate the opposition. Right, ball check. Maybe a change of ball could bring a bit of luck for Pakistan.
What a way to bring up your 50. His sixth Test 50 after scoring 100 in the first innings. Captain leading from the front.
Yeah, gets tremendous response from the dugout, and that is where you want to be popular, and that is where you want to be regarded. And I think he's won them over with brilliant piece of captaincy and batting in both innings. He's been the standout performer, and this was making its way to the fence. Only beaten by great fielding from Shan Masood. Really was a terrific effort at mid-off.
That's a good moment from Nazmul Hussain Shanto. He's having a ball with the bat. When pressure hits some like rain, he walks through it without opening an umbrella.
Yeah, absolutely. Weathered the storm. Once again, a tough 50. Like in the first innings. Held the innings together with a great 100. Oh, this time, is there a slight edge? The ultra edge probably would have lit up. The finger has gone up, and Mominul's innings has come to an end. He's fought extremely hard for his 56 and in two minds, really poking his bat at that line. And he's leaving the crease, but not after putting up a 105-run partnership with Shanto. Shaheen with his first wicket. Lovely channel there. Yeah, clearly a sound and ball reaching the keeper, and Rizwan accepting it. Shaheen Afridi, well, he's given Pakistan a breakthrough. 1-8 for the loss of 3 Bangladesh.
Well, Pakistan finally managed to break the partnership as Mushfiqur Rahim, the experienced campaigner, walks in the middle. Over 6,500 runs, 29 50s, 13 hundreds. And he's here because of some brilliant bowling from Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Yeah, more than anything, it was the length. The ball wasn't such a major delivery, and it's just stood the course, but engaged Mominul playing at that line. Is in two minds and done behind the stumps. A good catch by Rizwan. Had it tough behind the stumps, and Mominul with another fabulous 50. His 5th consecutive 50.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see the approach of Mushfiqur Rahim. He just came from the dressing room, so there must be a message from the coach and the team management for Mushfiq and Shanto as well, who just reached his 50 now. He will be up against Shaheen Afridi, who's got his tail up. Batted well for his 71 in the first innings, Mushfiq.
Comes across as a stickler for details. Mushfiq went down the pitch, did some gardening, then he's taking his time to face up to Shaheen Shah Afridi, settled in. There we go.
Good first ball to Mushfiq. End of a successful over from Shaheen Afridi. Bangladesh 128 for 3.
Or using the zingers.
One, 2, 8 for 3. Bangladesh leading by 155 runs. They just lost the wicket of Mominul in the previous over. Mushfiqur Rahim is in the middle.
Interesting field set now. I mean, they want to protect the fours. Fielders push back. Upish picks up a single. Shanto is not going to stop himself. He wants this rhythm and momentum to his innings to continue.
Went to the shot a bit too early on that occasion. Ball just kept a bit slow. Stopped a bit. Norman Ali will bowl Mushfiqur Rahim. Mid-off inside the circle. So does mid-on. There's a deep square leg and a fielder on the offside in the deep.
The beginning can be a bit tough here on this surface. So Mushfiq is going to have his work cut out. And Pakistan's best chance is now to attack him and hope that it's an early exit for the right-hander.
1 minute gone.
Oh, bat first, I guess. Huge shout. You reckon he hit the bat first? Still pondering for a review.
Yeah, they're telling the captain there's a bat. There's a bat. Sound a bat. And he's going to just calm everyone down. Shan Masood. He had considered himself mighty unlucky. Normally they're pushing him back. And a big inside edge. This is saved by the bell. This is saved by an inside edge. Could have been close. It could have been a corner.
I could hear from the stump mic, somebody was saying well done, and someone else said, what well done? It could have been a blunder if we took the review.
I heard bat laga, bit of bat. I think the umpires have generally done a good job. These inside edges can be difficult to pick and hear at times. He's looking for that angle back into the stumps. He's not looking to spin the ball. And there's a sweep shot that's gone past the man at square leg. In fact, it's a slog mid-wicket sweep for 4. So Mushfiq did have enough of it in the slot, and that's gone for a boundary. And he's off the mark with a 4.
Yeah, that's his go-to shot against the spinners. And he will play a lot of those to upset the rhythm of Norman Ali. Still no deep mid-wicket.
They would want him to play the same shot again, take a little bit of risk. Mushfiq generally is safe and secure, wants to have a secure entry. But he's quick on the ball. Judges the length early. Up a single.
Yeah, such a fine player against the spin. Mushfiq, over the years, shown what he's capable of. Norman Ali, on the other hand, what sort of field now he's got for the left-hander Shanto?
I heard from Mushtaq Ahmed, who's the bowling coach, that they're trying to change the mindset of the Bangladesh team regarding pitches, regarding being aggressive in test match cricket, regarding taking risks. And that's how you become a good test match side. You challenge yourself. And I think they need to challenge themselves right now. At what score should they declare, for example, if they're in that position? To cover the lap sweep there, the first slipper. 134 for 3.
This is turning out to be an exciting test match here at the Sher-Bangla National Stadium in Mirpur. Bangladesh leading by 161 runs. We're into the final session of the 4 days play. They've got 7 wickets in hand. And we are still waiting what sort of target Bangladesh might be hoping for.
Yeah, the first ball on the pads. Shaheen Shah Afridi there trying the shorter length. And then that good length. Playing from the crease. Mominul generally has done that throughout this innings. And in the first innings also. But this time was the length more than anything that got the better of him.
That is a shot of authority from Mushfiqur Rahim. That's a statement saying that I'm not going to hold back if you bowl me short.
Yeah, I mean, terrific start. Up 4 against Noman and then this crushing pull shot. In position early and just about got the right height really to play that great pull shot. If he gets it cracking, then Bangladesh will be in a very good position to press home that magical figure of maybe setting 270 for Pakistan in a quick time.
With that wicket of Mominul Haq, Shaheen Afridi becomes the 6th Pakistani bowler to pick 400 wickets in international cricket. Fast bowler, if I talk about, he became the 6th fast bowler from Pakistan after Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunus, Imran Khan, Shoaib Akhtar, the pace bowling coach Umar Gul, and now he's in the list as well.
Yeah, he's a good all-format bowler. Putting in a lot of effort here in this spell and earlier one as well.
Oh, Shanto wanted that single, rightly sent back.
The first innings, he was bowled by Shaheen Shah Afridi, and I think he'd keep on bowling him there so that there's a little bit of gap between bat and pad. I think it's a good line to bowl to Mushfiq. He wants to be meticulous, you know. He wants to get forward and leave no gap. But in the first innings, it was done by a very fine delivery that shaped back. And yeah, in 2 minds, that's such a good angle from around the stumps. Yeah, just a reminder and recall what happened in the first innings. Yeah, beautiful delivery and on the walk trying to drive the ball. Left a gap. And his off pole went out of the socket. So I'm sure Shaheen Shah Afridi would be looking to mirror that dismissal.
Covering the line this time, Mushfiqur Rahim. End of the over. Bangladesh 138 for 3.
Welcome back once again. 50 for captain Shanta.
Absolutely playing a captain's innings, carrying on from where he left off in the first innings, backing himself very well to play attacking strokes. He has not shied away from taking the bowlers on with an array of shots round the ground. It's been very, very positive in his outlook, and has got his 50 in quick time, and now just relaxing a little bit as we come to almost the end of the day's play. 40th match for him, 75 innings, 9. Look at the conversion. This is unique. You hardly see, well, you may see one or two, but there are very few batters around the world who've got more hundreds than 50s. And he's so very good at this conversion is Najmul Hussain Shanto. Well, it's all very relaxed out there in the middle and in the dugout for Bangladesh in particular, knowing that they hold the cards, they are in control, they have that lead of 165 runs, and they've got 2 batters in the middle who are amongst the runs, so all in all goes well. But we will, from now on, I think one of the talking points will be what score, what lead Bangladesh will feel is comfortable enough for them to declare. And a couple of things, obviously they'll be thinking about giving Pakistan, well, dangling the carrot, if you can call it, because they'll need to just give Pakistan a score to go for a target. If they just play them out of the game, bat deep into tomorrow, then it will be a target that Pakistan are not going to chase. So it'll be a balance between the time given to Pakistan and the score given to Pakistan to at least entice them to go for it, and then maybe Bangladesh will have the opportunity to bowl them out. We'll see how it pans out.
Catch! Yes, Popsy.
Yeah, speak of all that, and just to remind our viewers who just joined us, 37 overs were remaining when rain stoppage finished. Now 23 remain, including this one. And we've been permitted to play up to 6:15, provided the umpires feel that the lights haven't taken full effect and the natural light is completely gone.
Catch it! Oh!
And they did take a light meter reading yesterday, so they have something to consult. And tomorrow we start 15 minutes early. So according to that, we still have over an hour available again, if light permits. Nice full connection there on the sweep, boundary there. Shant is unstoppable. He's piling on runs, and these are very, very important runs here, with the lead now touching 169.
Important indeed. That's swept with so much confidence. Look at the manner. And he bends down, reaches, extends his arms, and flat bats it with the utmost comfort. Delight of the crowd. Kanto reaches 55 now.
Yeah, he anticipated Rizwan, but still couldn't stop it. They'll come back for 2. He saw the sweep shot coming in again, so he started moving to his right.
Yeah, he was in position, Chanda, very early, anticipating that. But this was much finer. He waits, and then he rolls it over. Rizwan did well to anticipate that. Moved over to the right quite a bit. Almost within touching distance or catching distance. Still evaded him. But very different kind of sweep shots, one after the other.
Wow, that had turned. Well, surely some extra sound there. That's the area that we saw earlier Miraz was exploiting.
Yeah, once again, he's got a bump on the chest. He's been getting hit quite often. Have a look at this. turning and maybe impact outside, maybe a little bit of bat.
Catch! Hi.
End of another over, 144 for 3. Beautiful view there of the Shere Bangla. The weather is also calmed down in terms of temperatures. Ball where there was an appeal. I'm not really sure what he was looking at. Impact his way outside off. What Pakistan needs to do is focus on him. Mushfiqur Rahim fairly new, 9 runs, 11 balls old, 12 balls old out there. Create an opening from his end. Now, not to allow him to settle down, and that's probably the path they would like to take. Try to keep him on strike as much as possible.
I just feel that the manner in which he started his innings very different from the way he went about it in the first innings. Very, very quiet, circumspect. He's got a couple of boundaries already. He seems to be more intent on attack. You can see even there trying to drive the ball down the ground. Seems to have instructions and plans have been made in the dugout and the dressing rooms. The think tank feel that just stepping on the gas may be something that Bangladesh need to do at this stage of the match. Get some quick runs and take them to a stronger position.
Getting a bit of shape coming into the right-hander.
Shan Masood has his work cut out here, trying to marshal his troops. Well, there are some spectacular prizes waiting for those who wear the crown in this 2-match test series. The most valuable Bangladeshi player of the match will ride away with the stylish V-Moto CU electric bike, while the most valuable Bangladeshi player of the series will receive the sporty V-Moto TSX electric bike. These eco-friendly electric bikes are proudly provided by V-Moto. Concerns for the Pakistani players. The urgency that was there immediately after the rain break somehow abated because of that good fight back with Mominul and Najmul Hussain Shanto, and Shanto now partnering with Mushfiqur Rahim. Haven't found the going too difficult. There is still something in it for the bowlers. I just feel that it's got to be a choice of some disciplined bowling more than anything else. And the pitches behave reasonably well despite being on the 4th day. There's been a lot of rain about, hasn't had any effect on the pitch. No gremlins per se.
Floodlights have taken full effect here, and also the end of the over. It's 145 for 3. Noman will operate and continue from the Dutch-Bangla end. Lead now 172, as you can see at the bottom of your screen. He did get a couple to turn in sharply into the left-hander. Let's see if he can get something within the stumps and move away. Oh, this stopped him. I don't know. Initially, he gave the signal that there's a quick run available. Now, Shanto has no time to look behind him. He's going to take it from his partner.
Well done, well done.
Well, initially it was Mushfiq who started the mix-up, but recovered quickly.
Oh, yes, Pops.
String of dot balls. The need of the hour for Pakistan, build up pressure and stem this mindset that the Bangladeshis have of getting a move on, trying to score rapidly.
Yeah, for surely they try to put on as many as possible in as less time as possible so that they have ample time to bowl the opposition out. And there is no doubt in this that they would look to bat maybe an hour or so tomorrow as well. Secure their own position and then hand it over to Pakistan. It's gone, I think, ricocheted of something onto the visor. There has to be a bit of bat, I think. It's not directly onto the visor. I think there is some bat in that. Shan has been difficult to convince, and rightly so.
A bit of glove maybe onto the grill. Eager, pleading. Noman. He says, I'm not too sure. No one around. The bat seems to be too sure either. And when you're not, you don't take the review. Wise option.
That's what you don't want. They wanted to keep him on strike, and a slight misfield allows him to scamper through. That's why there was a disappointment from Rizwan.
Around the wicket.
End of another over, 146 for 3. Yeah, 3 wickets there for Pakistan. But it's not about the wickets anymore. It's also about the lead. I'm now thinking it's a test match for Shanto to lose because they've been in such a strong position apart from yesterday. Where Pakistan controlled proceedings. If you compare total number of sessions, including this one on day 4, Bangladesh has mostly controlled the game, and Shan knows that they don't want to lose this. a draw will always be like a loss. Why would we go for a draw? So he's also waiting as to where Shanto feels that we are comfortable enough. Then the challenge comes from their batting unit, that what they can do and can they chase it down within time. This particular phase is so crucial because you clearly see they're showing urgency for a single also. Because not losing any wickets is not going to serve any purpose. It's about the lead that Bangladesh wants, a strong one.
That's why I thought there was a distinct effort on the part of Mushi when he came in to join with Shanto and try to get a move on, get some quick runs, because that would be prime in their minds what you've just mentioned, Sikandar. And I think there might be a string of dot balls coming along, but sooner than later they have to make that effort to try and pounce on one of the loose deliveries and get a boundary or a brace at least, get the scoreboard ticking along. It's not right backing away, and Shan Masood wouldn't mind that at all, because as you mentioned also that Bangladesh have dominated most of the sessions in this test match. They have control, but that control has to be turned into an advantage, a distinct advantage.
It's good bowling here from Hassan. Keeping it tight. He's got a short mid-wicket. He's got a cover. He's not allowing Mushfiqur to push through for a single. And that's how it is. Even if you don't get his wicket, you will know that he's fairly new at the crease. He'll take some time to settle in. That time is of essence to Shanto.
Hassan Ali has also been very full and straight and has hardly erred in line. Strung together 5 dot balls. It's not pressure, it's just the overall scenario, the situation, the bigger picture that you think of, which might just get into the head of the batters. The lights on, all the towers are on.
That's a rash shot. You'll have to rethink that. That's an excellent over. Maiden over, 146 for 3.
मैं तेरे से पेन नहीं पा रहा वहां से आते और ये देख चार का हो जा क्या कह रहे हैं आप.
Story so far in the Dutch Bangla Bank Test Series, the first test here in Dhaka.
नेक्स्ट स्टेप ले लो यार राउंड कर दो.
Noman will continue. He's opted to come round the wicket to the left-hander.
Catch it me.
I don't know how close that was to the fielder there at short leg, but I can hear over the stump mic that these are to be taken, brother.
Yeah, let's have a look at this. Oh, just in between. Reflex action, not quite there. Need to be lower down, crouching. You know, at that position, you're going to be expected to react very quickly.
Bang on, Shamim. He's too upright to be getting fingers underneath on a low catch like that.
Nice phase of play. They've got a lot of dot balls going. There's a maiden prior. The last ball of the previous over. Because of that pressure building, Mushfiqur Rahim tries something which he normally does not. Throwing his bat throwing caution to the wind and being a tad fortunate.
Catch it!
A pace and just over. Will be having his heart in his mouth. Mushfiqur Rahim gets a boundary now, just off a chance. Jump was timed, was a little too high.
Yeah, it's been building up the pressure. I think it was pressure that forced him into that shot. Not quite getting to the pitch. Toe-ended it, looking up. Oh, and it's just over. The sparing effort, good effort, and the unlucky bowler. Can't blame the fielder for that. It was way over. Hardly had a chance to get a hand to it. 4 very, very fortunate runs to Mushfiqur Rahim.
The urgency is showing. Something's about to happen. Runs here. A little bit of a chase. Will just be one. He is asking questions, but it's just not coming his way. A couple of low catches, one drop catch. He's got a few balls to turn in sharply. Then this lofted shot. It's just you can sense the frustration within Oman. He has been unable to convince his captain for a review, but rightly so. Shan was right not to go for none of them. 3 occasions.
Catch it! Ball, Papa. Nice bowling.
I will be interested to see the approach of Najmul Hassan Shanto. He's been watching proceedings from the other end with Mushfiqur Rahim mainly facing most of the deliveries in the previous couple of overs. They've got 6 runs already. No need to try anything that might create an opportunity.
Good over that. 152 for 3. Light meters are out. They do have a reference point from last evening, and they'll just check as to where we are, because saw the sun setting, still up, but it's behind the cloud. Lights have taken full effect here, so it's important that they know that how much of natural light is available. There we go. They're satisfied at the moment. That reading from last evening, if it exceeds that or matches it, then they will have to call it off.
I think the 2 umpires have decided the light is adequate enough. One of the indicators that you'd have if you look at the fielders, if the lights around, you can see the shadows around the fielders. If they're distinct enough, well, they're not distinct enough. That tells you that the lights haven't taken full effect. So there's still some natural light. And as you mentioned yesterday, they had got a benchmark to what the light meter reading would say. That possibly said it's okay to carry on. And Pakistan will like that. They want to stay there. They want to get some more wickets.
Yeah, last evening we wrapped up 5:45. I don't see this going for another half an hour, the way the light is fading, unless the cloud just clears up and from in front of the sun setting. It's hold up in place, totally fine with the bowling side. I'm sure tonight Shan won't have a discussion with the umpires if they call it off. He's bowling well. He's getting the ball to come in.
I mentioned that the discipline that Hassan Ali has shown. See that little bit of a shadow as he walks out, but it's the sort of shadows on all sides, at least the 4 sides of a player when it's more distinct, that tells you that towers are taking more effect. So it's waiting and hoping the light stays bright enough.
Apart from the early 2 quick wickets this morning, Pakistan haven't really had much of a say. Good partnership there between Mominul and then Shanto. 1 session lost to Rain, coming back and then breaking that partnership. Otherwise, it's been pretty quiet on the Pakistan dressing room side. They're just staring at the lead at the moment. They're still in the zone. 179 is fine.
One thing Pakistan needed to avoid the fielding lapses today. Sometimes they were not throwing in the right direction. Half stops, attempts to flick the ball, just the ball drop, catch, miss stumping. It's all there, and another chance of not picking up the ball cleanly, and there was a catch dropped. Just didn't go well for them. Could have been a whole different ball game, and that's the last one. Despairing effort, just over. And as we looked at that package, the play has been called off. Just in the middle of that over, it's 152 for 3. Bad light has stopped play here. Maybe not called off officially yet, but bad light has definitely stopped play.
Yeah, it's that cloud which is in front of the sun setting. If it moves away, then it'll get better. But at the moment, the umpires have said that bad light will stop play. In all common sense, you hardly feel that this is going to get any better. But at the moment, play has been stopped due to bad light. It's that light meter. We can't really see what the number is. They won't even share it with the captains, but it surely has probably matched with what it was last night.
Well, even today, Shan Masood had a few words with umpires. He was more vociferous yesterday, but he's accepting the fact, because he's been told it's a similar kind of light that we had when we came off yesterday. Well, though it's been, yes, it's now officially been declared that it is stumps on day 4, so no more play today. Completion of a day which has really not been played to the full 90 overs because of the